Hi guys, my name is Kat, and today I'm going to be discussing why we have to start normalizing mental health days. So, many years ago, my mom worked at a corporate job where she had 7 paid sick days per year. Just 7. Imagine being told that you could only be sick 7 days out of the entire year. And after that, you would essentially be punished because you would have to be taking days off that were unpaid. Now imagine you've used up all your paid sick days and you wake up one morning feeling completely drained physically and mentally. You can't focus, you have no motivation, and even getting dressed seems too overwhelming. What if in that moment you could take the day off and focus on your mental health without facing any repercussions or judgment? Mental health is a crucial part of our overall well being, but it's often overlooked. So, today I want to discuss normalizing mental health days as part of workplace leave policies. Mental health issues like stress, anxiety, depression, and burnout are all on the rise and they affect millions of people worldwide. And while there has been a change in society and people are more willing to recognize these issues and discuss them openly, when it comes to taking off of work, there is still a stigma that surrounds it. And often employees feel guilty or fear being judged if they were to take a day off of work for their mental health. But the consequences of ignoring mental health struggles can be severe not only for individuals but also for organizations and businesses. And studies have shown that mental health struggles lead to increased turnover, decreased productivity, decreased revenue, loss of customers, and many other negative consequences. So I'm sure we all know someone or have experienced struggles with our mental health in some way. As employees or students, we've all faked a sick day because we just needed a day off or we were feeling overwhelmed and needed a break. But ignoring the root of the issue will not make it go away, it will just make it worse. So, how can we address this issue? The solution is pretty simple, and we just need to normalize and advocate for mental health days in the same way that we would advocate for sick days. And these days allow employees to take time to take care of themselves and put their own well being first. And many companies have implemented mental health days, and they've seen significant improvements in employee well being, job satisfaction, productivity, which in turn leads to less turnover and more profitability. So, what does this look like in practice, and why should we advocate for these days? Imagine if you worked at a job where your boss didn't care how you felt. He only cared about the work that was getting done. This is a workplace where mental health issues are ignored and stress levels are rising. Employees are exhausted and burnt out, which in turn leads to a toxic work environment and snowballs into further mental health issues. But also imagine if you worked at a job where you and your coworkers felt comfortable to talk about how you were feeling, and if you were overwhelmed, it was acceptable to take a day off or even work from home for a few days without fear of consequences or judgment. This is an environment where it's comfortable, it's safe, and there's lower stress levels, and burnout is rare because it's stopped before it can even get to that point. You're happier, and in turn, you're more productive. Which of these two jobs would you want to work harder for? We all have a say in these sorts of changes, and we all have a voice that deserves to be heard. Because in a world where mental health struggles are on the rise and working from home is easily accessible for so many jobs, I really don't see a reason why these policies shouldn't be implemented at every company. I really want you all to think about this when you're applying for jobs, and let's start normalizing and advocating for mental health days and advocate for them to be included in all company leave policies. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and together I think we can all create workplaces that truly support the well-being of all of their employees. Thank you.